My name is Naomi Schilkrut. I go to NSU University School and I'm in 12th grade. So like what made me realize I like needed the program was like every time I was studying for the SATs before previously to join Piece of Pie, I would procrastinate. I will end up studying 1 or 2 weeks before. So then I wouldn't get the score I wanted because I didn't have that time to study because I would procrastinate it. So I knew I needed someone to be on top of me. Before tutoring, I had a 660, which was not near what I needed for like the schools I'm applying to. I'm from Chile, so English is my second language. So for me, I knew like if I had a space to improve, it would have to be math. Um, for me, math is like one of my strongest areas. I love math and everything, but it was like concepts so like from a while ago, like I didn't even remember or like I never learned. So I was like doing the SATs would be like good in some questions and very easy, and then I would get stuck in some questions because I didn't know how to do them because I had never been exposed to them. For me, it was procrastination. Like I feel when I had like assignments or like someone on top of me, like I get the things done, but when it's like just something for myself, like I don't. Um, so like I feel that was my issue because I would be like, oh, I'll study, but I would prioritize everything on top of the SAT, and then I would realize, oh, the SAT is 2 weeks away, and like I haven't even started studying because I always like self-taught myself and like use Khan Academy for like teaching myself. So like at the end of the day, math is like practice, I believe so. So like I wouldn't do it for myself, so I knew I needed someone like on top of me to be telling me like do this, like get it done. I was afraid like it wouldn't like go specifically towards you or like wouldn't focus on you. And like especially like for me, like it was summer. I did the program, like the groups were a little bigger. So like sometimes I would have groups of 8 and I would be like, oh my God, I'm not gonna learn through this. Like it's a school class. But then like I realized like it was even better to have like these group classes because like it gave you competition in a way. So like at the end, like you have to send me your answers in the chat, but like just to your tutor so no one can see. So like you wanna submit it as fast as you can or like as good as you can because like if you didn't, it wasn't like oh whatever. No, you would have to explain step by step what else, how you got to the answer you got, or like what was the issue. And like at the end, like obviously you don't want to, like at the start I would be like kind of shy to do it in front of everyone, but like then I realized like it doesn't matter, like everyone is in the same page. And like if I don't want to be in that issue, if I do my homeworks, I'll do everything, like I'll be fine in class. So like at the end, like it made it in like a more competitive way, like per se, like you will have to do it more on time. While if it was a one-to-one tutor, like I know I would have taken longer in doing the problems and like maybe seeing the problem and be like, oh, I don't know, like having those other peers, like I knew like, oh, let me try to do it. And like that helps in the SAT because like it's time obviously. And then like seeing the other people like made me want to try more. And then also like the problems I per se got right, but then other people didn't. Like it was probably problems similar to mine. So like I knew like I learned through their like mistakes. It wasn't like, and also like the classes Piece of Pies though is like through levels per se. So like it was never like I would be in a class tag knowing every question and then someone had to go step by step. It's people that are somehow on your same level in each area. So like the questions that they might have got wrong was like helping also like myself. So I think it's a lot of work. Um, when I joined, like people would tell me like it's a lot of work, but I was like, there's nothing I cannot do. Like it's fine. Like it's a lot. It's really a lot. Like I would stay up late, like I would do hours of work and everything, but like at the end of the day, it's so worth it. Like if you need to increase your score, like it's worth it, but also you have to put in the work. Like for me, it helped me a lot because I actually every assignment it would take me like literally hours each assignment, but like because I went step by step and like actually understanding every single concept. Then I would say I was kind of scared because of the 4 hours in Zoom, because like I have ADHD, like I cannot focus that much. So I was like, I can't. But then like it really goes by fast. You get a break and then it's like interactive. It's not like listening for hours like at all. You're doing problems all the time. Like it was like in a way kind of fun. And then yeah, like you do assignments every week before class, and then you're ready with like the material for the week, and more in the classes like reviewing questions of what you already saw. I ended up getting a 790, and thanks, and my score was before a 660. Like it felt awesome, to be honest, because like I had done the SAT a couple of times before, but as I said, like I didn't really study for them much. Like it was like 2 weeks studying or like self-studying. So like to see immediately results, like it was incredible. Like for me, I did in the summer, it was a lot of work. Like on times I would be like, why did I do this to myself? But then it's like it was all worth it. Like especially like if you need like a score to increase, like for me, like I knew people had increased theirs. I put all the effort. Like I was like, if I'm already doing the program, let me do it at my best. And like I could see like improvement. Like even in the blue book practice exams, in everything, like questions before I didn't know because or they were really hard, so because I like had forgotten the concepts, like now I knew. And like when I got to test day, like I had time like even like to spare to check my test. Like I was even scared when it left this the test. I was like, oh my god, I don't know how I did. Like that was easy. And like Renan is like, you're fine, you're fine. I'm like, no, I'm not. And then when test score came out, I was stressed. And then like I had gotten just one wrong, which I was really like grateful, because like I now I can apply with my test. Before I was gonna go test optional probably, and then like get over that in a sense. One, if you're thinking of like taking the SAT, try to do it as soon as you can. People would tell me like even sophomore year, like I took in sophomore pre-calc, and people would be telling me like taking now the SAT, I would be like, no, I'll wait, it's fine. And like now I did in my senior year, like summer, like I wish I would have done it before, and like to focus on my essays and like other stuff. And then my second advice, if you do piece of pie, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it at the end. Like I have talked to other people, and like if you want like a great improvement and everything, like it's at the end, like yes, they'll give you all the resources, they'll give you the lessons, they'll give you everything, but it's like your own like trying to do everything. Even if it takes hours, like at the end it's worth it. So like my mindset is like, if I'm already gonna spend, let's say, 5 hours doing work, why don't spend a little more time doing it actually like good and get the great results? Like if I'm already gonna spend my summer, let me spend it to 100, but like find the results I needed. So like for me it was that, like some weeks I wouldn't finish some assignments, but because like I would be in an assignment so long just to really truly understand every concept. If there was a questions I didn't understand, instead of trying to skip it, go ask it. Like the tutors are there to help. Like that's why it's there. Like I try to like use all the help I can. Going to the only the classes, like it won't. Or like doing the assignments but not really doing them, like trying to like, because the answers are posted, you can literally copy the answers. Like that's just cheating yourself. Like that's not gonna help you. And then the one that's gonna be affected is like yourself, not anyone else. Piece of pie, it won't affect them. Like the score is yours. So I was like, I'm not like cheating anything, because like this is for me. Like it's not an assignment grade, that it's not for school, it's just for me and myself. So like I need this score for me, so why would I want to cheat like myself? Because in the test I won't have the answers.